What's going on, guys? Jedi here. This is just a real quick. I want to do a better review than what I did of the gun when we built it. And there's been a lot of questions about the quality of the rifle. Is it the same as the G&P Woc that you buy assembled for $600 or $700? Yes, it is. Everything external is the exact same gun. Now, back in the day, they had the WOC-X, which stood for extremely affordable. It had a lesser quality body than this one does, and it had lesser quality internals. The stock internals on this are hardened aluminum, similar to what the WOC-X was, but they're supposed to be a little bit harder than those. They will break on you after a period of time. I highly suggest you go with steel internals. Once you do that, it's a small sacrifice to pay in money to upgrade the internals on this gun, and then you end up with a $600 gun for $200 and a little bit of sweat off your brow. I don't care what anybody out there says. It's the exact same rifle. I've fired G&Ps before. I've held them before. It's the same gun. Now, a little bit on the externals. I covered that once before as a Viltor Real Steel stock. A user sent me a message, I think it was 95 Bullseye, about a friend of his wants to put a Real Steel buffer tube on here. You don't really need to because this is mil spec already, and it already accepts a Real Steel buffer and a buffer spring if you want to go that drastic. So any aftermarket Real Steel stock will fit and ride on this buffer tube. It's completely mil spec and interchangeable with Real Steel. There's an MOE handguard on here, mag pull. The Beta Project PMag 30 round. They were 70. Right now they're on the Holy Cow special for 55. A lot of guys say that the King Arms mags work, and then some say the King Arms mags, the gas routing bucking pulls off, and some say you have to go ahead and get a King Arms bolt. Just erase all of that and go with these mags, and you won't go wrong. You know, the Pro Winds are supposed to be really nice. You would think that the G&P mags will work with it. I would say they probably would, but given what's available, since the gun does not come with a mag, I suggest that you get the PMag. It comes in black and the tan. I haven't seen one from Beta Project in foliage or OD yet. This is a G&P EOTech replica. You can tell up here we have EOTech licensing on here. This is just heat stamped on. So I'm going to take this piece up there and he's going to laser etch that for me. These are the PTS XTM mag pull rail covers. They work out pretty nice for the money. The SWAT Force CL337 tack light. Now, what I didn't mention in the build video, and I'm going to get to the second part, guys, just be patient. I'm having quality issues, and it's an HD camera, and I refuse to have a crappy video. But right here, I'm doing this one on my iPhone, so I apologize for the lighting. This flash hider is not like your typical flash hider. In a sense, it's not 14 millimeter counterclockwise, it is clockwise. So it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Also, you will not be able to use a Mad Pull Gemtech Halo silencer such as the one I run on my Scar because these ridges are too narrow and too thin. There's a reason for that. They don't want airsoft flash hiders riding on, airsoft silencers riding on Real Steel weapons. It's dangerous. Okay, so it will not fit. Now you could actually mod the silencer out, take a Dremel, and eat away at that edge a little bit, but when you're spending $65 on a silencer, that would really be stupid. I'm sure there's some out there that will probably, you can put on here, that will fit that silencer if you already own one, but it won't work here. Okay, now everything on this gun is metal with the exception of your buffer, which is the red plastic, and of course your stock, which is nylon. Your handguard stock is nylon. You can tell by the mold line. It'll always be the same color and the same sheen. There won't be any shininess, and it's not something that's set up in a mold to look like nylon like a lot of AEGs have, and a lot of guys will turn around and say it's nylon. It's not, so don't be fooled by the hype. Okay, now I talked about getting rid of these Navy SEAL trademarks. I don't like them, so don't hassle me over it. I just don't like them, okay? And if you like them, that's wonderful. Keep them there. But I have another challenge coin coming of my 3rd Battalion Flash, my 3rd Ranger Battalion Flash, and that's going to go over top of this. And it's supposed to be 1.5 in diameter, the same as the Punisher is. So it will cover it completely, and that's done with double-sided trophy tape. Now, I also said that I was going to get some laser etching done. This is anodized plate. I picked this up today from the trophy shop, and it's got a little bit of a problem there. You can see the 4 bars on both sides of the flash. There's only supposed to be 3 on each side for the 3rd. And it's actually a 4th flash with the 3rd battalion scroll. But it's very thin, and you can tell how beautiful it is when it comes out. It's very clear, and that originally was going to go over here and be cut. So what I did was, on the other side, to get rid of the frog, this one's already mounted. And the 3 bars have been fixed there. I apologize for the camera's ability to see it. But basically, this is the double-sided trophy tape. In order to get this off, you'll damage the plate, but it won't damage the trades underneath. So if I decide to sell this gun, I can rip these off if nobody wants them, or if they start saying, oh, that's not G&P. You know, it's what I want. This will also have a plate here, and I'll do a short video on that when it's all said and done. I also have a D-Boys grenade launcher with SHS 60 round shells coming in, and I'll do an unboxing on that. So, I mean, it's not like you all haven't seen it already. There's gajillions of videos on it out there. But I'll do an unboxing on that just so you can see the before shot, and then it will go into the shop and get its custom paint, and I think you'll be pleased with it. I know I will when it's done, and I will probably do an anodized plate on it as well, or another challenge coin. It's just however my mind goes when I get there. But I highly suggest that you go with the steel internals. Now, as far as real steel, some of them are interchangeable, and your sear probably won't be. I know your buffer lock won't be. Your bolt stop and your mag catch are interchangeable with real steel, and this is all because of ATF rules, okay? But your buffer tube is mil spec. You don't have to change that. We've covered that. What I would do with it is I would put a tight bore inner barrel in here. I wouldn't go any tighter than a 6.04 because the rest is just overkill, and it's harder to clean and take care of. Also, I highly suggest that if you're going to change this bolt, I had another person ask me about the bolt. It is negative pressure, but it's not an impasse where you can adjust it. That's negative pressure adjustable system, okay? And it won't adjust it, but it is negative pressure. It does the same thing that the RA Tech bolt does, you just can't adjust it. And it's nice the way it is. If you want to change it out to an RA Tech, that's fine. I probably will at some point or another, but they're kind of expensive, and you know, it's just not a necessary upgrade for me. But the internals, you do need to change those out. It's a very easy weapon to put together. It's quite beautiful when you get it done and you start doing the externals on it. I think you guys would do well to go get it. The thank you code at EVIC is over. They do have one now called Awesome. It's also 20% off. I would go take advantage of that now. And like I said, these really nice mags are $55 now instead of $70. My son Pyro, he's got an EVIC order coming in. We don't know how long that's going to take because EVIC is notorious for being slow, and there's nothing we can do about that. So we'll get all that taken care of, and like I said, the grenade launcher's coming in, and then we will visit it. But I wanted you to see how easy it is to change these trades out to something that you want it to be, and you're not limited. You can go on to Google and you can download images of whatever you want and email that to your trophy shop guy, and they'll anodize them. Also, he told me today, if any of you guys want this work done, let me know, get me an image, I'll get it done for you, and I'll ship them out to you. Okay, so it's not a problem. I can take care of that for you through RX. But it's awesome, man. Go get yours now. Thanks for watching.